With the 2020 Olympics around the corner, Sony have just dropped the A9 Mark II. But is it as game-changing as the A9? And can it win over professional photographers around the world?
So in today's video, we're going to have a look at the differences in the performance of the Sony A9 Mark II, the differences in the body redesign, the pros and cons of the Sony A9 Mark II, as well as having a look at the image and video samples it produces. And if you want to see more reviews like this video, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our updates. So let's get into it. So what's new on the inside of the Sony A9 Mark II? The first big update is their brand new BindX image processor, which now calculates autofocus calculations and boosts AF tracking performance by a significant amount, which is a big upgrade on top of the already great autofocus from the Sony A9. Secondly, they've improved the in-body image stabilization now up to 5.5 stops, giving you a lot more power, especially when you're using this camera with their heavy line of super telephoto lenses. Now, although these two are the only updates, they've kept the same award-winning internal formula that they kept in the Sony A9, including the same 24 megapixel sensor, boasting a very fast continuous shooting speeds of 20 frames per second without blackout, and you've still got the great 4K video capabilities and full HD slow motion video recording capabilities as the Sony A9.
The A9 Mark II has been redesigned, which makes it more ergonomically friendly for professional users. Firstly, the Sony A9 Mark II grip is deeper and therefore more comfortable to use in the long term. In addition, the new body boasts better weather sealing. Secondly, the new USB 3.2 port and Ethernet port allows for faster tethering. And lastly, a digital audio interface has been added to the hot shoe, allowing for cleaner audio performance. If you're tossing up between the A9 and the A9 Mark II, the pros for the A9 Mark II are that it has faster and more accurate autofocus, and the body is now redesigned to be more functional with a deeper grip, better weather sealing, and also tactile buttons.
Now, there's one con with the Sony A9 Mark II, and it didn't employ the massive improvement in electronic viewfinder that the Sony A7R Mark IV had. So the A9 Mark II still uses a 3.6 million dot EVF, which is slightly improved from the Sony A9, but it doesn't employ their amazing 5.74 million dot EVF, which is currently the high-end professional industry standard, as you see in the high-end Fujifilm GFX, or even their own Sony A7R Mark IV. So just going off what Liv was saying earlier, I really appreciate the ergonomic changes that they've done in the Sony A9 Mark II, which is a lot more functional. The deeper grip is a lot more comfortable to use, and because of the added weight of the body, it is a lot better to use with super telephoto lenses or even telephoto lenses. However, because of the nature and the size of the body, it's still recommended to get a battery grip or some kind of grip just to balance out a bit better. Adding on to that as well, some little minor changes that they've done that really makes it a lot more comfortable to use. For example, adding in the autofocus to manual focus selector on the camera, so you don't have to go through a menu just to change it off autofocus single, continuous, or manual focus. It's all there on the top of the camera, and it's conveniently located underneath the drive mode, which makes it really good for like sports photographers who are gonna go into continuous high shooting and want to quickly change to autofocus continuous as well. Secondly, I really like the tactile buttons that they've added, and this is an improvement that I really enjoyed from the A7R Mark IV. The back wheel selector is a lot nicer to use. You've got a really nice exposure compensation dial with a lock, so you don't accidentally just knock it out of place. And so I really feel that the A9 Mark II, although only has a minor update from the A9, has done a lot of significant improvements to improve the user's experience when using this camera on location. So what Liv and I are going to do now is we're going to go take some sample photos as well as video to see how much better the A9 Mark II is.
Today's sample images and videos were shot using a Sony A9 Mark II combined with a 70-200 G Master lens. As a side note, today's samples are shot on a pre-production model of the Sony A9 Mark II, so the results may not be final. Like the A9 Mark II produces fantastic images filled with detail. The experience using the A9 Mark II is fantastic with the new autofocus improvements. Shooting burst and tracking shots were seamless. The improvements in eye autofocus tracking in both photo and video is incredible and beneficial for action shooters as well as professionals in the wedding industry too. In terms of video quality, slow motion capabilities and frame rate flexibilities are great, therefore making the Sony A9 Mark II a decent option for filmmakers. The biggest improvements are the continuous eye autofocus capabilities. The eye autofocus features works almost perfect in the A9 Mark II.
With the Tokyo Olympics just around the corner, the Sony A9 Mark II looks to be a viable option for professionals with its fast autofocus and improved ergonomics. Do you think the Sony A9 Mark II was a great upgrade over the A9? Let us know in the comments below. If you're looking for more videos to watch, we did a really cool review on the high-resolution Sony A7R Mark IV, which you can check out here.
And will it win over professional photographers? Why are you smiling? Because I spat?
I didn't even notice you speak.
I spat and then you started smiling and I was like, oh!